to Mitzi's Kitchen. We had a request from one of our viewers for some holiday breads. So today what we're going to do is a cream cheese pumpkin roll and followed by cranberry walnut bread. So to get started with our pumpkin roll first, we're going to get our mixer set up with the flat paddle here. Get that in place. We're going to beat 3 eggs with 1 cup of granulated sugar until that is light and fluffy. In the meantime, we're going to mix flour, cinnamon, ground cloves, salt, baking soda and baking powder in with the flour mixture. Get that mixed up real good. This is a little loud, I know. We're going to turn it up just a hair and get it done quickly. When that heats up, in just about another minute, we're going to be adding our flour mixture to that to make our cake batter. Afterwards, we'll be mixing up a cream cheese mixture and spreading that on top of our baked pumpkin cake, rolling it up. But that comes later. First, let's get the cake out of the way. I've got my oven preheated to 375, and this looks pretty fluffy now. Let's begin to add our flour mixture. I think we can just pour it right in. Turn your mixer on low at first to incorporate some of that. Then you can begin to speed it up. At the same time, we're going to add our pumpkin. This is just a pure pumpkin can, not pumpkin pie mix. Okay, let's scrape the sides of our bowl down. Make sure we get all of this stuff incorporated into our cake batter. And let's stir it up a little bit there on the bottom. I've noticed these newer paddles actually have, some of them have little fins on the side. Okay, let's mix it up just a little bit more. Here we have our baking pan, which is a 10 by 15 inch jelly roll pan. I've lined it with parchment paper and sprayed it with a special spray that has both the flour and the cooking oil in it. You can do it separately and just sprinkle your, do it like you would a cake pan, butter and flour, whichever works best for you. Okay, let's get this out of here. If we can get our bowl off of here, there we go. Okay. Get this poured into our prepared pan here. Almost there. Okay, then let's just smooth that out a little bit. So we get it on there evenly. Okay, and again, we're going to put this into our 375 oven for 15 to 20 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. When we come back, we'll be filling it with our cream cheese mixture. We believe our cake roll is cold enough now that we can unwrap it and get our filling spread on. A little bit of a messy job, but this is the worst part of it. Okay, so just leave it right there. Some of the little almond pieces have fallen off. That's to be expected. Spread it out a little bit. We'll get our cream cheese filling. Spread that right on. It's going to be pretty thick. Let's get fairly close to the edges. It's looking good. Get as evenly as you can. That way when you roll it up, it's going to be more in proportion. It won't be lopsided that way. We've got quite a bit right down here that will spread out a little more. Okay, we have our icing on. Now we're just going to roll it back up without using our cloth, of course. Just go slowly so you make sure that it's not sticking to your cloth. Okay, and you can pick that up, transfer it right to your serving dish. There we have it. Okay, now we'll just slice a little piece of this off. That first slice, of course, is not going to be your prettiest. It's the end piece. But you get the idea. There you have it. You can make it as thick as you want for a serving size. Get your strainer here. Put a little powdered sugar in it, a little confectioner's sugar. Just sprinkle that right over the top. And there you have it. Pumpkin roll. Thanks for joining us. Our next one will be our cranberry nut bread, which we'll be doing here shortly. Now let's get right on with our cranberry nut bread. This goes real fast if you have all of your ingredients prepared, and I do. So first of all, let's take flour. I think this is about 2 cups. And we've got 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. We have our a little bit of salt, I think 3/4 of a teaspoon, some baking powder and some baking soda we'll put in. We want to mix all those together. This is a recipe you don't need an electric mixer for because you don't want to overstir it or overwork it. Okay, then we want to get about a half cup of chopped walnuts in, and we have a cup of chopped cranberries. What we want to do is just stir this to get these coated with the flour mixture. Such an easy recipe. I don't normally make Christmas breads, but I'd like to thank our friend Sandy Winter for asking me to give it a shot. Okay, now our wet ingredients will mix together. We have, looks like about 3/4 of a cup of orange juice here. We've got 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 egg, and we have a tablespoon of orange zest. Get off there. Okay, let's whip all these together. Okay, we'll combine this with our dry ingredients. You can see this might just turn out to be a pretty thick dough. And we're going to do this just until it's combined. Like I said, we don't want to overwork this. You can smell those cranberries already. There goes my oven. That's preset to 350 degrees. Okay, we have a pan here that's been, I have prepared it by just with a little vegetable shortening. We'll kind of spoon this mixture into here. Try not to make too huge of a mess on the way. I guess these quick breads are aptly named because they really are quick once you've done your prep work in advance. And so easy, anybody can do it. They really are never fail. As long as you check for doneness, make sure that you use the toothpick method. So if that toothpick comes out clean, you're done, and normally they will bake at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes. You can get all the technical information on Bitsy's Kitchen blog, of course. Okay, let's just smooth that out. Okay, final step, just place it in the 350 oven. Check it in about 30 minutes. Our cranberry walnut bread has been cooling in the rack for 10 minutes, excuse me, in the pan for 10 minutes, and now we're going to turn it out on to a rack so it can finish cooling completely. And there we have it again. Thank you, Sandy, for requesting that we do some holiday breads, and thank you, Debbie, for sending me this, what looks to be a wonderful recipe. We'll find out. See you next time.